Today we are going to be discussing the three domains of life: bacteria, eukarya, and more specifically, archaea. We will briefly touch on their similarities and differences, and focus mostly on what makes archaea unique. Eukarya are organisms composed of one or more cells, each of which contains a clearly defined nucleus enclosed by a membrane, along with organelles, which are small, self-contained cellular parts that perform specific functions. The organelles include mitochondria, chloroplasts, a Golgi apparatus, and an endoplasmic reticulum. All organisms except bacteria and archaea are eukaryotes. Every multicellular organism on this planet, whether it be a sloth or a cucumber, evolved from a single-celled organism. This supports the theory that eukaryotes evolved from prokaryotes. The second domain we'll be discussing today is bacteria. Bacteria are very small organisms, usually consisting of one cell that lack chlorophyll. Except for viruses, they are the smallest living things on Earth. Bacteria consist of prokaryotic cells, which are cells that do not contain a nucleus. The genetic material of bacteria is contained instead within a single circular chain of DNA. Bacteria are found everywhere, in the air, soil, water, and inside your body, even on your skin. They tend to multiply very rapidly under favorable conditions, forming colonies of millions or even billions of organisms within a small space. The domain archaea was not recognized as a major domain of life up until quite recently. Until the 1970s, archaea were considered a weird form of bacteria. In 1977, microbiologist Carl Woese discovered the third domain of life, archaea. The method Woese used to identify archaea involved comparing the stages of a particular molecule vital to cellular function called ribosomal RNA. This has become the standard method used to identify and classify all organisms. Since Woese's discovery of archaea, we have gained important information about these unique organisms. Archaea are unique because, unlike most life on Earth, which rely on oxygen to breathe and organic compound as food, archaea live on a diet of hydrogen and carbon dioxide. This leads scientists to believe that archaea-type microorganisms could exist in worlds without organic carbon, such as Mars. The domain archaea consists of single-celled organisms, containing no nucleus or organelles within their cells. Despite being prokaryotic and unicellular, like bacteria, they are genetically closer to eukarya. First archaea fossil dates back to 3.5 billion years ago, just 1 billion years after Earth was formed, when it was still being hit by asteroids and meteors. Since then, Earth's climate has calmed down. Today, archaea are found in some of the world's most extreme environments, such as underwater hydrothermal vents, oil wells, volcanic hot springs, and acidic mine drainage. Archaea's adaptability is what allowed them to survive in Earth's early extreme environments. Many archaea are extremophiles. An extremophile is an organism that has evolved to thrive under chemical or physical extremes. Not all archaea are extremophiles. Some are happy at normal environments. Let's discuss a few of the extremophile groups. One key group of archaea are the methanogens. They prefer moderate environments like mud, swamps, and your intestines, but they derive energy from hydrogen gas and carbon dioxide, and emit methane as their waste product. Methanogens are methane generators. The most famous of these are thermophiles, which live in temperatures which would melt your face off. Hypothermophiles are organisms that grow best at temperatures above 80 degrees Celsius. Pyrolobus fumari, a species of archaea discovered in the 1990s in a hydrothermal vent, lives at temperatures around 113 degrees Celsius. Most organisms can't take heat like that because it causes their DNA to unwind and have their proteins denature or permanently change shape. But thermophiles have evolved adaptations that keep them stable at these screaming hot temperatures. Another form of extremophiles are the halophiles. They inhabit extremely saline environments. They depend on greater than 9% salt concentration to maintain the integrity of walls. Halophiles may contain red or orange pigments to protect them from visible and UV light. The last extremophile we'll be talking about today is a psychrophile. The psychrophiles live in unusually cold temperatures. Key points to take away from this video is that archaea aren't really all that different from bacteria. They are both prokaryotes, which do not contain a nucleus, and in fact, archaea and bacteria were classified together up until the 1970s. Ribosomal RNA was the determining factor which helped separate the two domains. Remember, not all archaea are extremophiles. Extremophiles require extreme environments, such as extreme temperature, pH, or high salt concentration. The most prominent members of extremophiles are thermophiles and halophiles.